Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to First Christian Church, and it's so good to see that so many of you have come out in the rain and the muck to see First Christian Church's presentation of Broadcasting Christmas. And our youth have worked very hard, and our Mary and Joseph and other characters have worked very hard too, and we hope you enjoy it. So welcome.
In the heyday of radio broadcasts, were often performed in front of a live studio audience. Their gasps, their chatter, and laughter were a part of the show. This evening, we invite you to take part in our Christmas celebration by taking the role of our live studio audience. Let's revisit the days of live radio drama as we return to the 1940s and Broadcasting Christmas. You're listening to WJOY Radio, where it is joy all the time. And now it is time for the Gumshoe. Tonight's episode, The Case of a Missing Christmas.
On the streets, kids were giggling, bells were ringing, and shoppers were shopping. I felt an unexpected sense of restlessness and pace in my office. Suddenly, there was a knock on my door. Then she entered. I could tell she was troubled. She had a searching look on her face.
Mr. Gumshoe.
Speaking.
My name is Etta Placed.
Come in, Miss Placed. How can I help you?
I'm looking for something. I can't seem to find Christmas.
Christmas?
That's right. I thought I had it, but apparently I don't. I seem to be missing Christmas.
You'll pardon me, Miss Placed, but how can you be missing Christmas? Just take a look. Christmas is everywhere. Holly, tinsel, lights, decorated trees, and good wishes from your friends and family. How can you be missing Christmas?
I know it must seem silly, but those are just things. Oh, Mr. Gumshoe, I want to know the real Christmas, the true meaning. Can you help me?
Don't worry, Miss Placed. Gil Gumshoe is on the case. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gumshoe. Thank you.
We left the office and headed for Main Street, crossing at the corner where Officer Bailey directs traffic. I bought a newspaper from the boy at the corner.
Extra, extra! Policeman hitting the intersection!
We waved at the grocer, sweeping his food stuff, and helped a woman who dropped her packages. We helped her hail a cab. Then we went to work.
Finding the true meaning of Christmas won't be easy, Mr. Gumshoe.
True, but we can't give up. Let's start looking near the toy store. Those angelic-faced children with their noses pressed against the window might know more than they let on. Hey kids, what can you tell me about Christmas? to see, but where to find him? I looked around and then something in the toy store window caught my eye. I led him his place inside. The toy store was bustling with activity as shoppers searched the aisle for the toys of their children's dreams. There were bouncing balls and squeaky toys. Kids were trying slide whistles and drums, toy fire engines, and kazoos. Music boxes were playing. Tops were spitting. And cash registers were chinging. It was a veritable cornucopia of sights and sounds as everyone made their purchases. And then I saw him. He was a jolly man who wore a red suit and a worried expression of someone who heard one too many requests for a shiny new radio flyer wagon. As the last of the children left, we approached and asked him about the true meaning of Christmas.
The true meaning of Christmas? Listen, ma'am, I'm just a department store Santa. I sit here in the corner all day and listen to the kids read their Christmas list. This little girl wants a baby doll that says mama, and that one wants one that cries. And the boys, baseball gloves and slingshots and model airplane kits. Gimme. The true meaning of Christmas, I don't know, but I don't think you'll find it here.
It was obvious that we were barking up the wrong tree. We left the toy store and went looking for another lead. It wasn't long before we came upon a group of carolers.
Good evening. How can I help you?
Do you have figgy pudding?
Figgy pudding?
Figgy pudding. We won't go until we get some, so bring it right here.
Of course. Will that be with or without raisins?
I don't know. Which one is more meaningful?
I beg your pardon?
We're looking for the true meaning of Christmas.
In pudding? I don't think I understand.
You've heard the song?
Yes.
So bring us some figgy pudding and bring it right here.
Of course. The customer is always right. Here you go.
Thank you. We left the delicatessen and settled down on a park bench. We opened the container, eagerly anticipating what we'd find.
This is delicious pudding, Mr. Gumshoe, but I don't think we're any closer to finding the Christmas than we were this afternoon.
I had to admit, she was right. The pudding was very tasty, but it didn't contain the true meaning of Christmas. The carolers sing about a party. Maybe we needed to spend time with other people to find Christmas. We hurried to the home of Miss William J. Worthington. She was happy to add the pudding to her party's bounteous buffet.
Gil, so good to see you. Come in, join the party. You're just in time. We're getting ready to sing some Christmas carols. Ready, everybody? How about Hark the Herald Angels Sing? Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you all for being here this evening. There's nothing as festive as getting together with family and friends. One of my favorite things about Christmas is the time I spend singing and eating with my friends. But even more important is getting together to remember the birth of our Savior. And as the song says, that God and sinners be reconciled.
As we left Miss Worthington's house, Miss Place was obviously deep in thought.
Mr. Gumshoe, what did Miss Worthington mean by God and sinners being reconciled?
I wasn't sure myself, but just then we walked past the church. Sitting on the front steps were the baker and the toy store Santa.
Hello, how was the pudding?
Did you find the true meaning of Christmas yet?
No, we're still looking.
Me too. Your visit to the toy store got me to thinking, so I decided to look for the true meaning of Christmas myself.
I was curious too after you bought the pudding.
So, here we are, looking for the true meaning of Christmas.
Just then, we heard voices coming from the church, so we headed inside.
And it came to pass in those days that a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all of the world should be registered. This census first took place while Quirinius was governing Syria. So all went to be registered, everyone to his own city. Joseph also went up from the city of Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judah, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed wife, who was with child. So it was that while they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Now they were in the same country, shepherds living out in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. And behold, an angel of the Lord stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were greatly afraid. Then the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which will be to all people. For there is born to you this day in the city of David a Savior who is Christ the Lord. And this will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with an angel of a multitude of the heavenly host praising God and saying, So it was when the angels had gone away from them into heaven that the shepherds said to one another, "Let's now go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has come to pass, which the Lord has made known to us." And they came with haste, and they found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger.
Mr. Gumshoe, I think we found it. We found Christmas.
The mystery is solved, Miss Place. Christmas isn't about toys or parties of food. It's about Jesus.
Thank you so much for joining us here on WJOY.